Yeah, because the past 3 games was really disastrous. You know, um, preparing just for 2 weeks going into the tournament. I know we have a lot more to give, but but the thing is, after failing the first 3 games, I didn't know what's going on with their minds. But I just told them, yeah, you just have to compete with all you got. Just bring out the best from you, and hopefully, I got the best of them, and we won the game.
And, congratulations on that, Coach Pat. Pero na-mention ni Bea Daez before, here in the same show na you talked to the team halftime in that game against India and yun nga, nag-comeback kayo in that win. What did you say to the girls in that halftime break?
This was our last game to be in level 1. So you really have to bring out your best. You have to play together, and that's always my vision to them is you have to be together in playing in this game, and that's what's happened. And having the leader with Jeline Ponteos starting up with the first half, and it clicked with Afril doing his job, and then Kate Castillo finding her range, and the support of the young ones was there. It was a great game for me.
Camille, a lot has been said about how fiery Coach Pat can get when he is talking to his players and motivating them. Describe that halftime talk in going into the final 2 quarters.
It was the motivation we needed, honestly. The thing was, regardless of what happened in those last 3 games, our goal was still viable. We could have still got that win, and that's what he emphasized to us. What was on the board was we need to win in a big, big circle, and that's what he did during the halftime. He just kept circling it because that's really all we needed to do, and he got it across. Maybe in a very loud, eccentric way, but whatever works for us because we got the win.
Camille, I'm still disappointed that you didn't get Coach Pat to dance during some of the TikToks taken.
We have. They're just secret
not
videos.
okay. All
for
right.
the team only.
Noted. We're waiting for that when you come back on the show, by the way. Anyway, so this was a new experience for you, at least at the senior level. You had Coach Pat and the vets there. What was it like to actually be able to put on the jersey? And did your respect level go up more for the vets because they still got their numbers despite that caliber of opposition that you girls faced?
Yeah, it was a surreal feeling to put on the jersey, but really the best part of the experience was sharing the court with those girls, with those vets, because they're definitely people I look up to. They definitely helped me and the rest of the rookies get through this as seamlessly as possible, and for them to continue to perform at the level they have, despite the lack of training, despite whoever we went against. It shows their heart and it shows their passion for the game.
That's for sure. Well, for Coach Pat, it's been said that this was also an opportunity for the rookies, for the young ones, to learn what it takes to compete at that level in the international stage. How happy are you with the performance of the first-timers like Camille here?
Pretend she's not here, Coach. Oh.
Yeah, I was happy. I was very happy with them. Camille stepped up. I was not thinking of that she was stepping up, but she did. I was so proud of her. Also, Ella Fajardo was there. Those experiences that they had with this tournament can bring out more in the future for them. I just hope that they continue to compete, they continue to work harder, and they now know what kind of game they're up into, like that level. So I hope that they continue to being there for me and for being there with the national team.
Well, Coach, this again, we always say that this is a young team. This is not necessarily, at least on paper, the team that the Philippines could have that you would describe as the strongest. But then, can you describe your feelings going into that final game in India, and then contrast it with what happened right after the final buzzer?
Well, at first, really, I was nervous. I was talking to them. They were like quiet. Everybody was quiet at the dugout, and when we're still going to the game, everybody was quiet at the bus. So I was like, joking around. How are you, coach? How are you, players? And then they said, we're okay. So I said, I'm nervous. So, but the thing is that we have to work. We have to guide them well. And that feeling after the game was very surreal. I can't imagine having these kids just 2 to 3 weeks from training camp to coming here in Iman and doing this stuff. It was so incredible that to have that win.
Well, for Camille, you had a front row seat to some of the amazing performances from your, veteran teammates. What did you pick up from sharing the floor with the likes of Afril Bernardino and, Janine Pontejos?
To just have confidence in your strengths. When you get to that big of a stage, there's so many people who can do so many different things. And if you're focused on trying to stop them, trying to mimic their game after them, you'll definitely fall behind. So I think it's just the confidence and the trust in your abilities, because there's a reason why we're at that stage, each of us individually, and there's a reason why Coach Pat picked us to be on the team. So with that trust that he has in us, we have to have that same trust in ourselves, and it'll show once we step on the court.
Absolutely. And you were arguably the most supported member of the team there. Your family was seen every time Gilas made a shot. And I covered one of those games, and I was like, oh, that's our entire family
That's
out
how
there.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. We're super happy for you and grateful that they did come and shared our love through them to you girls. So, Coach Pat, what's next for the Gilas women's program, though? Because again, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. But then, what are you looking forward to, and what can we expect from you and the rest of the SBP?
Well, I'm looking forward this coming February. We'll be having this pre-qualifying tournament for the World Cup. And in May, there's going to be the Southeast Asian Games. And that's going to be all over. I mean, first, again, the recruitment from the States and other countries, foreigners coming in to be naturalized. But then again, we have to let them know, inform all those kids that, you have to have that the rules of FIBA, the 16-year-old, you have to have a dual citizenship already before the 16 years of your age. And then, the program here also, we have to develop grassroots. And that's what I'm going to do after the pandemic. Hopefully, this pandemic's, stop na, and then we go move forward and doing that.